Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the month of March 2023 and the life path forecast for the month ahead. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss when I post. And of course, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Personal month forecasts, which will include, of course, the moon forecasts, those will be coming sometime next week, I anticipate, so keep your eye out for those. And of course, they are different from the life path forecasts, and they do have different calculations. So be aware of that, and definitely check yours out once they land. Like I said, I expect that to be sometime next week. This, of course, is a general reading. For a personal reading or a coaching with numerology session with me, you can book some time with me, of course. My information is in the description box below to do that. Okay, so March 2023 is 10-1 energy. So you may have seen some things close out in the month of February. Some things coming to fruition, completion, things falling away, creating a clean slate, right? So March, we have this beautiful clean slate to create whatever it is that we wish to create, to take some big risks, to take some some initiations, to initiate some new things, right? To be somewhat aggressive in that approach and to go after what it is that our hearts desire. This, of course, is going towards those sort of individual goals, those big new starts when it comes to self. The one energy is very much focused on self and identity and going after, again, what it is that we feel called to go after at this moment, and what it is that we feel called to create or initiate, and to do that in a way that, again, we're taking the initiative to do that. One energy forces us to take the initiative to get started on something. And it may look different than what we had anticipated it would look like. And a lot of times with one energy, that's very normal. It can be so outside the box that a lot of people don't understand it, and that's okay. Follow your instincts, follow your intuition, follow your heart at this time, and really take those big risks on the things that really speak to you the most. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the individual life path forecast, taking all this into consideration. Life path 22-4. So your animal wisdom coming through for the month of March comes from pigeon. And I know they're different breeds of birds, but I have a bunch of mourning doves outside that come to my feeder. I'm talking like a flock of 30. There's a lot. But anyway, they're incredibly beautiful to watch, and they're actually like doing their little mating rituals at this time. And so it's fun to watch because the male bird will like bow down to the female bird, and it's like this whole like serenade and like presentation, and it's like so incredibly beautiful to watch. And I think pigeons actually have something similar that they do as well. So it's just beautiful if you're around mourning doves or pigeons, since this animal's coming through for you at this time, to just kind of pay attention to their mannerisms and kind of like how they move and what they do. And it's beautiful. Anyway, so for you all, with this energy coming through, there's a lot around potential like home, the energy around like the home coming through, and it's this very like gentle energy. So it's very much about nurturing and like being very present, and just again like being very gentle, understanding, present. I know I already said that, but it's like being very present in the moment with your loved ones, right? And nurturing, or again, like if you need some nurturing, because a lot of times as strong 4 energy, right, 22-4s, you can kind of sacrifice your needs for others when it comes to being the provider or whatever. And so in making sure everybody else is doing good and taken care of, that you can kind of neglect your own needs for nurturing or to be nurtured. And so with this energy coming through, you know, if you feel like you need some nurturing, this is the time to ask for it, to ask for what you need, to really like find or go to the people who you know can hold that space for you and to support you in that way. Because it's very beautiful energy, and we all need that at some point, right? Like we are pack animals. We need that support at times. So But with Pigeon, yeah, there's just a lot coming in around home, and like just being very much like if you need to, maybe you've been working a lot. And so this month, can you make some extra time for family, friends, yourself, whatever, right? But like really about the home. So, or your closer community, if you don't necessarily have like a strong family unit. Is there some people in your community where you can just be very present with them and be very nurturing or get nurtured, right? Beautiful, beautiful energy with this. It's a very peaceful energy. It's very much, again, like community and coming together and just finding ways to, when you're with your family or friends or community, being very present with that. And making more time for home. I do think that there will be an opportunity this month for you to make more time for home, or need to make more time for home, whether that's things happening in the home or just feeling that call to like be very present. Like maybe you feel like you've been sort of in the workspace too much or whatever. And so again, it just comes back to finding that healthy balance. Now, this is beautiful energy for you all for March. You're working with 32-5 energy, which is incredibly beautiful. I love to see this for 22s, just because I know like it's just such an arduous journey with the 22, any of the master energy or the karmic energies. It's very like, it can be a very daunting, arduous journey. So anytime I see like really like softer, uplifting, lighter energy coming through for you guys, I get excited. So not to say there won't be some trials and tribulations. Of course, this is life, but you are very cosmically supported for some good times this month. So 32-5 energy really brings like good news, recognition, rewards, victory. This energy of like the goal being achieved, whatever the goal is, getting like support, right? Like whether it's on a project or a work, some kind of work project or at home or something like that. This can be an energy where you just feel very supported, like people just are getting you, like things are just, you're getting the green light. It's like when you're like leaving work, if you work like in brick and mortar and you're driving home and you get all the green lights, it's like, woohoo, right? That's the kind of energy that's kind of like being laid out this month for you all, or circulating. Now we also have, of course, the universal energy of the one, which is very ambitious and like goal oriented and driven and all those things, right? And so there's very strong, like sort of masculine, like action-oriented energy circulating this month. But for you all, yes, you'll have that as well, but that ties in with your 22-4 energy, so you'll be fine there. Where that might come into play is that when you need to make time for home, you probably need to be very like sound in those boundaries, like lay out those boundaries and be like, this is my time for home. I'm not available via email or phone calls, ask somebody else type thing. And you might find that you need to set those healthy boundaries and really stick to them and not break them. That could come through with that one energy. But with a 32-5 energy, like I said, this is like things coming together, like getting the green light, like things just all of a sudden, like where you feel like, again, you've been pushing against a wall, like the wall falls down, you know what I mean? And it's like, and then it's open field and you can go running forward. So it's just this very much like fast moving forward energy, very light, very like jovial, very fun, kind of like victorious energy. So if there's things that you've been really working hard on or like striving towards or whatever, you could see some relief there, which is always, I know, welcomed when it comes to 22-4 energy. When things move easy and slow and fast, that's a great day. So you could kind of expect some of that this month. Also, you may see that there's a lot of opportunities for like finding your joy and like, laughter and connecting to your inner child and just exploring and just like it just being lighter energy, right? Not so serious, like not taking things quite so serious and like lightening the load a little bit. So beautiful, beautiful energy when it comes to that. And also, like I said, with pigeon energy, it's like just kind of slowing down a little bit to enjoy the presence of your loved ones, right? Or your close-knit community, or doing the things that you enjoy doing. This is beautiful, beautiful energy for that. And you will be rewarded with that. Life is not always about just ambition and practical things and work, right? Now it's coming from a 4. I'm a 13-4 with 22-4 aspects. So I get it, very driven and very work focused. But it's like we definitely need to incorporate those softer sides of ourselves and make time for the things that we love. And there is there is productivity in those fun things, right? So it's not always about like what we can produce and what we can achieve and all those things. So anyway, beautiful energy for you all. I think hopefully it will feel a bit lighter this month for you all, a bit softer, a bit more like I said, things start going your way. If they felt like they were slowed down, this can feel good. This can kind of put the wind back in your sails as you move forward. So I hope it is as beautiful as it looks on paper for you all this month. Take care, 22s. Bye for now.